Welcome. My name is Nelson Danswabiam. Thankfully, this is our final week, and I'm here presenting on my final project on the Linux fundamentals. This is my system that I have proposed for the Promised Land project, and I started by updating certain features on the system. So these are some updates that I did on the system. So I updated the system, and the system was successfully updated. So after updating, I also installed the updates. After getting the updates ready, I installed the updates here. So after installing the update, I also go ahead to set up VM as LVM and this partitioning here. So this is my, my LVM, these partitions that I successfully created. So after created this partitioning, I also created volume groups here, and then after I created the volume groups, saw that there were no devices, so I need to also create the devices or add the devices. So I added the device, which is this 10 GB volume. Let me say volume. So after adding, I came to check, and eventually the volume was successfully created. So I have to create a volume. I came to create the volume because it was not available. It wasn't existing. So I create the volume, and then after I check, I saw that I've successfully. So after successfully creating the volume, I also created um yeah, so came down here to create a group, logical volumes for the groups. Created logical volumes here. Okay, so these are the logical volumes that I created. So from there, after creating the logical volumes and allocating them to the groups, so because allocating group tables successful, writing tables down and creating general, so everything was successfully created. So after successfully creating that, I have to format the volumes. So I went ahead to rather format the volumes. Yeah. So this is where I created the logical volumes, and then I came to format the volumes. So the volumes were also successfully formatted, and after formatting the volumes, I I after formatting the so the volumes are created or formatted here, and then after successfully formatting the volumes I also mount the volume or the partitions. So this is where I mounted the partitions of the volumes. Okay, so after mounting, I needed to confirm. So I came to confirm, and then I found out it was successfully mounted. So after that, I also came to check if, yeah, I have to come to confirm that the mount is successful, and this is it. After that, I have to create a group. Let's create users and groups. So this is it. I created the users and groups. Uh, sure. I created the users and groups here for all the groups here. And after creating the users and groups, I also create users and assign to groups. I created users and assign to groups. So this is Karushuka, Karishumaka assigned um, read only access group, access permissions, all right. And then the account is disabled until needed password. So the password changed. So after that, I also created configure share directories. So I configured the share directories for the users here. So these are the shared directories that have been created for have been created for the users or the groups. Um, After creating the shared directories, I also set group ownerships permission. Group ownership permissions I also set. And after setting the group ownership permission here, because Karishuka was initially um, created and assigned to a group, where in a group he's supposed to have only read access right. So now Karishuka got only read access right here through the group ownership and permissions. Okay. So after that, I also have to set configure security. So I came up with a firewall here. So updated the firewall rules. So I'm supposed to enable the rules from here. And I remembered I once had an encounter where after enabling the rules, I couldn't connect my SSH to the instance anymore. So I have to create a new instance. So I held on to that, and then I decided to rather um, restart or enable the SSH. But then I saw that the command I used was wrong, so I got uh, an error here. So upon a little research, I got to know that I really have to. I got the right, actually, the right command, and after going through, I was able to get it running successfully. This is the SSH running successfully here. Sure. So it's running and it's very active. So this is to show that security is enabled and updates are also running successfully. And then eventually, I decided to I decided to also enable the firewall. So these were the updates that I was actually running with some got some error somewhere. But then I decided to eventually enable the firewall for security. So you can see that the firewall was successfully activated and it will start on system startup. So what we are seeing here, all these ones are what do you call it? Automatic security updates that has been actually enabled. So that's why we got all these um, unattended upgrades done, and then you can see a lot of updates. A lot of it are, are here. Okay, so this is my build for the promised land server, and I believe this server is going to be a secure Ubuntu file server. It's going to organize share folders uh, securely. It's going to also enable read-only access control list, especially for carry, and then the LVM backup or LVM-based scalable storage, and also a firewall and SSH hardening. Thank you very much for your attention.